everybody, what is going on? My name is Joey, I'm here with Derek, and today we are at the Kobeissi Car Show. It's a small car show, but usually some pretty nice cars out. Today's a pretty big turnout, a little over 20 cars. Let's go check her out what we have in store. Here, Derek, we have your 59 Cadillac. Nothing to see here, so we'll just move on. All right, Ford Focus RS over here. I really love this blue. It's actually lighter on real life than it shows up on camera, but super cool. One thing I do like is the yellow rally style fog lights. Super cool. And also with this car is completely stock, and from the factory you get a lot of great performance options. Get these good looking Focus RS wheels,
which match the badge on the front.
Yup, you get the Brembo brakes, and then this one doesn't have it, but you can get Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires. Now, Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires are a really hardcore track tire. So to get that on a hatchback you can daily drive, that's pretty cool. I mean, what do you think?
I think that's really...
I see you're not happy with having a Raptor parked next to your 59.
Yes,
Explain your reasoning.
Well, I mean, for the... It's just not, it's not nice. No. You can't park a Raptor next to a 59 Cadillac.
Why do you think you can't park a Raptor next to a 59 Cadillac?
I mean, first of all, look how the wheel's positioned. Look, it's on the curb. I mean, this is a formal car. You cannot park an off-road vehicle next to a formal vehicle.
Good point. F10 M5 over here. I've actually never seen one in that green before. I quite like it. Got a Shelby Daytona replica. Sounds really good. Awesome. This is a 964 turbo. So these had the, what do I say, these are 3-liter twin turbo, but these things were missiles. And not just were like they ahead of their time in speed, but they had such an uneven power delivery, because over 4,000 RPM, if your wheel wasn't straight, you were gonna spin out. You had to be so careful with this, almost like a Ferrari F40. Wait till it's a 911 turbo. Obviously you have the turbo badge, but 911 turbos have a wide body because they have wider tires in the rear along with the front. Best car of the show for sure, a BMW i3. Would you have to agree with me?
Yes, I would have to agree with you.
Yeah, now this is the i3 Sport. I'm not sure what that does. Under the hood lays a beautiful empty space. It's all electric, but the stupidest thing about this one in particular, besides the bland interior, because that's in the factory, is that it has racing harnesses. I'm sorry, but who's going to take an i3 to a track?
Maybe it's the little old lady who goes to church on Sunday.
But she would want one of these.
Yes, exactly. I mean, who put bolsters in an i3? I mean,
it's pointless. It is pointless to put bolsters in an i3. Completely pointless. It's a bland car. I don't like it. And James May has one, so.
Right.
No offense to you, James, but if you have one, then. Captain Slow, would you agree?
Oh yes, I would agree.
There you go, approval from Captain Slow.
But I like the chrome. I like the chrome grille when it's.
So this is a two-tone Rolls-Royce Wraith, and it's in navy blue and silver. That's actually really good looking. Oh, what is this thing? Oh no, is it a Honda? That sounds pretty good. You know, Derek, I might have to get one. This is a fun little thing. I'm not sure what it is, but I want one. Great car. Well, do you know anything about it?
I know it's a Honda, and I know it's quite economical for its size.
In Japan, they call the K cars, or Kai cars, it's spelled K-E-I. Basically, they're a lightweight car that gets taxed as a motorcycle, not a car. So for insurance and registration, they're very cheap. And this one's a left-hand drive model, so maybe they made these in America. I don't know, but that is the world's smallest exhaust pipe, and then it's got leaf spring suspension, and then the wheels are so narrow. Let's see how wide they are. All right, Derek, without looking, I would like you to take a guess at how wide the wheels are. That Countach has 345s.
Okay, if that has 345s, I don't know. I couldn't guess.
This is a 145.
Oh my God.
Over here, we have an XKR. These are great little things. So an XK is basically it's Jaguar's version of the Mercedes SL, essentially. And the R gets you the big supercharged V8. But look at this. It's got a mini Jaguar inside. I actually like the interior on this. And this one's in great shape. Usually these are in awful shape. Obviously, supercharged, 5-liter, a little over 500 horsepower on these. The front end, it's questionable.
It needs a little bit more of a cleaner, sleeker look, but it's still there.
Yeah, it's not bad. I love BMW 3 Series station wagons. The thing is, in America, we only have the diesel, and it's the 4-cylinder diesel, not the 6-cylinder, so they're pretty slow. This one, I believe, is tuned, I want to say like 400 horsepower, but look at this.
Look at the design.
It has the
of
mirrors of the, there's the mirrors of a BMW M3. Super cool. Now, one thing I've never understood about the Shelby Daytona rear end, and tell me if you agree, Derek. What was the idea behind the design? Because everything's super round until you get to the rear.
I don't know, because I understand that, but I don't know. It's kind of chopped in. It kind of slides in. It doesn't match the whole design of the car.
No, it looks like they're like, oh yeah, it's too long, cut it off.
And it looks like
It looks like a cut piece of hand.
They got a cheese cutter and just chopped it right off.
Yep, agreed. This generation is the second generation. I love these, particularly because they have the LS9, which is the Corvette ZR1 engine. But one thing me and Derek have mentioned a lot, tell me if you agree with me on this, Derek, Mayor, is that the interior of this one specifically is very inconsistent. So as you can see, there's this nice burl walnut trim.
It's like a mahogany-ish.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a walnut or a mahogany. Anyway, so see how it starts near the center console? It heads up through the center there, across the steering wheel. But then you have this like fake carbon fiber aluminum trim throughout the rest. What's the point of that? Don't you agree that the wood should just wrap around?
Right.
I think it'd make more sense.
I think the wood would wrap around. It would make the car more consistent, and it'll. The definition of that fake carbon fiber doesn't make any difference.
No, it really doesn't. The thing I like least about this car, besides the inconsistent interior, is the rear end, because they tried to go with like a boat tail V finish. It's kind of like I used to use the V in their design. And they have a center exhaust, which is cool, but
I think it got too choppy. It doesn't seem. It doesn't match the rest of the car. It doesn't flow.
I have to say, for a twin turbo V6, the Lotus Evora doesn't sound all that bad. All right, so we're now gonna head out right now. Cool little snippet from today's show. Derek, what do you think of the show?
I think it's wonderful. I love seeing exotic cars. You know, it's rare to see them.
That's
especially,
true.
You know.
Oh, it's great, especially as like it's local.
Right.
So to see this, that's what makes LA car culture so cool. Is you get to see a mix of everything, from vintage to exotics to customs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. I'm Joey. See you next time. There you go. Approval from Captain Slow.